So most people don't even think about Amazon as an AI play, but Goldman Sachs says Amazon may spend heavily on AI data centers all the way through 2030. And they are going to need diverse financing, leverage loans, high yield debt, private credit, and bank funding in order to support this capex. Recent news came out that Amazon is heavily investing in Anthropic. So, a great way to get exposure to some of these new AI plays that are getting set to IPO, like OpenAI, Anthropic, it's actually through some household names. Amazon $25 billion investment announced a few days ago into Anthropic. And in this video, we're going to highlight 10 AI stocks that I really like and stocks that even have some AI elements and then some direct exposure. We've seen what NVIDIA's already done, and NVIDIA is going to continue to win, in my opinion, from now until the end of the decade, probably beyond, right? It has a stronghold in the chip space. There's no doubt about it. But it's already a $5 trillion company. And there are some other companies out there that are in the low billions that could do massive, massive things from now until 2030. And this build out, as I've been saying over and over and over again in my videos, I believe it's early innings. I think we're just beginning. I think we're in inning, two or three of this baseball game that's a 9 inning game. And I think as many people that said late last year that AI is a bubble, they've been proven wrong. I mean, here we are, end of April 2026. If you thought AI was a bubble back in October, you've been losing in your portfolio. We've talked about AIPO, the ETF that I absolutely love. AIPO, in terms of its performance, the Defiance AI and Power ETF, look at this. I mean, this is the weekly chart. Over the past 3 weeks, last month, I mean, we have just exploded up higher. Year to date, we are up 36%, completely outperforming the S&P 500. And we've been on this, ETF since the start of 2026. Why? Because we saw that the AI infrastructure play was starting to take fruition, and we started buying this ETF heavily. And again, year to date, we are absolutely crushing it. Going back to early 2026, this thing was trading at like $21, $22 a share, now $30 a share. Instead of my money piling into the SPY this year, I've been piling into the AIPO. Still love the S&P 500, right? But you know, so I think this ETF and many others kind of around this area could be great ways to get exposure. Amazon I think now is turning into a big AI play as well, as I just mentioned. You've got AIPO that I just mentioned. You've got Bloom Energy, which is exploding. They're going to get ready to announce their earnings in about 4 days. Bloom Energy since late October, I mean, absolutely insane performance. Now, this stock in particular has ballooned higher. It's up over 2,300%. So I personally am not adding any of this at this juncture to my portfolio, but these type of plays I would be highly concentrated in, right? And I think Bloom, once you get a pullback, could be a great play for the long term as well. But year to date, we're already up 153%. But it's just proof, right, that the AI build out is not a flash in the pan. This thing since late last year, when everybody called the AI build out, a bubble, this thing has just went up and up and up and up and up since its bottom. 2,300% on the stock since last October. That is insane type of gains. Now, this one is a long-term play. It's an AI power play. It's up 70% this year. I've been invested in this thing since early 2024 when it first launched back in March and April of 2024. I first invested in this asset under $150 a share. It has done a clean 10x, 10x in 2 years. This is GE Vernova. They split off from GE. It's an AI power play. They have contracts build out until 2027 right now, and they have just maintained a buy signal. They just continue to dominate on every moving average, and this is kind of right at the center of this AI build out, GE Vernova. And these rallies that we're seeing it's not by accident. They're getting massive, massive contracts all the time here. Another one, and these are kind of a trio of assets that I really like. We're looking at TeraWolf, we're looking at Cipher, and we're looking at Iren, IREN, CIFR, and then Wolf, WULF. I love all three of these plays within the data center build out. You know, a lot of these assets, they've pivoted away just from Bitcoin mining now into data centers. And they're going to be able to pivot time and time again because once they have this asset, that's the gold, right? And they don't, as long as they don't give up the gold, they're going to be able to pivot into whatever is needed from now until the end of the decade. That's why I love all three of these plays longer term. TeraWolf recently has exploded, Cipher as well, and Iron. All three of these have just looked tremendous, you know, as we've seen this build out. You know, the other one that I've got to mention here is Micron. Micron continues to go higher as well. Now, would I, you know, explode into this thing since it's been up, you know, since this time last year? You know, 675%. I would dollar cost average. I wouldn't like, you know, ape in all the way at the top here, but we just hit a 52-week high on Micron yesterday. Insane. $493. I believe it hit up yesterday and then closed a little lower than expected. But traders are showing strength from the AI and data center memory demand. The AI memory space, you know, you got Micron, you've got SanDisk, you've got TSMC, you've got Samsung. I mean, so many of these stocks just look amazing. So many of these stocks look great. Here's Samsung. If we look at this stock, you know, has exploded since late March, setting new all-time highs as well. So these are some plays that I really like. I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Make sure you guys do subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.